Now let me tell you guys, I'm sorry for not uploading another mod showcase within the past
several months.
I already uploaded a video on why. Yeah, Forge 1.15.2 sucks. Now you might be wondering why I'm in Minecraft playing with a mod and doing this showcase. I figured out a way. With the Endergetic expansion mod, I haven't made another update video for this mod for 9 months, almost a year. And that video has 8,000 views at the moment, so that's pretty good. This is my opportunity to showcase more of the shit that's in this mod. But this mod hasn't had much development in between the time that it updated from 1.14 to 1.15.2. There's been lots of bug fixes. They added Poise signs in 1.15.2. The Abnormals core allows for things such as Poise signs to be added into because there's not necessarily coding for that within the base modding Minecraft thing. It's a complicated process. What I'm saying is Abnormals core allows for a lot of more cool stuff to come to these mods. Besides that, let's get into this mod showcase for once in my life. Because goddamn, I talk forever. Alright, first thing I want to start off with, since the last video, there's been a couple sound changes with some of the items that I showed you from last time. Humus kind of sounds more wet. Kind of like a sponge. I don't know if this is the same as last time, I just thought it sounded new when you bounce on the boof block. And then when you use a Buffalo vest, if I put that on. Oh yeah, and there's new particles too. What's cool about the Buffalo vest is that the sound of it becomes lower pitched every time you use it. And so it kind of lets you know that you have a limited amount of uses left. Let's go to the new stuff for once. Damn. So Humus, you remember this from last time. Now I believe you can take this humus and smelt it in a furnace or whatever, and you'll get humus bricks, which are coolio bop dealio bops. You can craft these into humus bricks, which then will allow you to have chiseled humus bricks, slabs, stairs, and even walls. And you can of course use the stone cutter for these. So you remember the balloons from last time. I don't know if I showed off the colors. There's red balloons, orange, yellow, green, light green. I mixed those two around. There's all the 16 colors. You can, of course, craft them with the certain dye to get the corresponding balloon. Or you can take the actual dye, if I can grab it, and then you can color it like that. Bam! When I load new chunks, it like starts raining in the unloaded chunks. It's so weird. From the last video until now, there's actually been one thing that I missed about Poise clusters. Even when I'm in creative, I can't do it. However, if I use a bow, or if you're like in survival, you can punch the side of the block or shoot it, and it causes it to float up 10 blocks. It's a really cool animation. It actually lifts entities too, which is dope. Also, there's a Poise boat now. Fuck it, floating Poise boat. Now, you might have noticed over here that there's the exit portal looks a bit off. It's like, that's not how it's supposed to look. It looks cooler than before. I think this mod has some bigger plans than I thought. Damn, Enderg, you got a damn mind up there. Now, all these blocks, I believe, are unobtainable in survival, except for the acid lanterns and, of course, the dragon egg. You can pick block them in creative, which is what I did over here. These ones are called mystical obsidian runes. The middle ones that are purple are, this one's a long name, holy shit. Activated mystical obsidian activation rune. And then this is the non-activated version of this. What's weird about these blocks, though, these two blocks, is that they changed the texture based off the position you point them in. They're sort of like a glazed terracotta, if you think about it. Like, every time you rotate it, the texture is a bit different. This is mystical obsidian, and then this is mystical obsidian wall. You can tell that the mystical obsidian is a little bit difficult to tell between normal obsidian, but you can see the differences a little bit. Now this block I saved for last because they're all over the tops of the end pillars, and these are crystal holders. So the end crystals, every time you respawn the Ender Dragon, which we'll do that at the end of the video, because there's another cool little feature, I guess, when you respawn the Ender Dragon. These hold the crystals, and then they kind of replace the bedrock from vanilla Minecraft. The Obsidian Lantern, you can place this on any side of a block, and emits cool little ender particles. Something funny I noticed with the balloons is that you can stand on them because they're full entities, but also they'll push you down as you go under them. I don't believe they added the feature where the mobs float if you attach them. Yeah, no, they didn't do that. You know the drill, Senor Cow. Goodbye. Rest his soul. So the one thing that they literally added after I made my last video was biome generation with those blocks. And so they made a new biome called the Poise Forest biome, which looks fucking insane. I believe this will be a great experience for a lot of players who enjoy vanilla survival or like modded. See, that was the Raine. Welcome to the Poise Forest. Now there's a nice ambience that they put in the background of the Poise Forest every time you enter it. This alien biome of sorts. Now don't worry, this does not replace all of the outer end islands. There's still the normal end islands over here, I believe. Yep. I think they're gonna add more to this biome specifically with the Korok blocks as well. Oh, I forgot. The outer end portals have been changed as well to have mystical obsidian and obsidian lanterns. Oh yeah, Humus also generates as little clumps within this biome. Now, in terms of what this biome generates, it mainly generates these large alien-like poise trees that have little biodomes within the tops of them. There are also here we go. These domes, these giant domes, generate within these biomes as well, which you could turn this into some sort of base, I guess. You just want to make sure that nothing shoots any projectiles at the sides of these poise clusters. Now, you remember last time how I said that they would add a couple mobs to this mod? That new mob appears in those nests over there, and it's the puff bug nest. If you remember this from the last video, these were the weird stems that I showed you from last time, I believe, or maybe I didn't show you. You have to place it under a solid block, and those weird, gross stuff stems will appear at the top of it. The puff bug is a cool new little creature that appears within these Poise Forest biomes. Oh, is it breeding? Oh! I don't know how to breed them. I tried figuring that out earlier, but the smaller ones are babies. Dude, look how cool these guys are. Make little puff noises. But yeah, here's the spawn egg for that. And when I spawn them in, should just puff around, right? Now from last time I showed you that the balloon bud, in order to actually grow the balloon fruit, though this time around, you have to make sure that the puff bug pollinates the balloon bud first. So you can't just right click it anymore to open it for it to grow fruit. You have to wait until one of these guys teleports to the or above this balloon bud and pollinates it. I'm gonna spawn a couple more in. Hopefully they'll do it. Oh, here we go. Yeah, he's gonna pollinate it now. He'll enter it. He'll do his little head dance, whatever he does, and then he'll be pollinated. Now this guy has the levitation effect. We can bottle puff bugs too. Now if I bottle this guy, there we go. Bottle of puff bug. Now I already bottled a few of these guys. The puff bugs that pollinate the balloon buds, those puff bugs have levitation applied to them. that puff bug with the levitation will then go back to its nest over there and do whatever with it. But yeah, I can place the bottle back down and he'll appear. Now, if I were in survival mode and he attacked me, he would be stinging me, right? And he would then give me the levitation effect, and he'll lose his effect. Also, based off whatever potion effect is applied to them, meaning that you can take like a normal puff bug, and you can throw splash potions at them. See, now he has water breathing, and he changed colors. Now you can add multiple effects to them, and it'll kind of add the colors together, sort of like dye when you're dyeing leather armor. Oh, wait a minute. I don't know, it worked with the levitation dudes. As soon as this guy stings me, he'll give me the water breathing and jump boost potion effects. You can bottle those guys too. I gave another one regeneration and levitation. Here, let me show you the difference. See, this is that's normal levitation, and then this guy is the regeneration. If I grab regeneration right now, see, now he's a darker pink, as opposed to that other guy, which was like a lighter pink, see? Yeah, it kind of mixes the two. That was one of the new mobs, the puff bugs, which we're gonna fight them actually later on in the video. I like milk. Milk is nice. Milk is great. Praise the milk. Milk be with you. Milk is everything. Milk is sustenance. Milk is life. Why do you question me?